Hello and welcome to another riveting episode of the GoNoGo Show. I am your host, Adam, joined by my esteemed colleague, co-host, and fellow movie buff, Niz, with his cool little finger guns. How you doing, brother, man?
What's up, man?
You good?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to do one more?
One more.
Yeah,
all right.
All right. How's it going? How's it going? Good?
I'm good. I'm good, baby.
You feel
I'm ready
good?
to go.
You ready to go? Because to tell
to
you the truth, we kind of have like a packed episode. So you want to jump right into it?
Let's get into it.
You don't have any like news or anything you want to talk about beforehand?
Traffic in White Plains on Friday. Let's get into it. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, just to give you an idea, he lives in White Plains. It took him just as long to get here as it took me, and I live in Yonkers. So, anyway, getting into it, we have 4 movies to review for you today. The first movie I'm going to review by myself because it was only playing in the city, and I live in the city now. So I know it's kind of misleading because I just said I live in Yonkers. I'm all over the place. You never know where I am. So that's why, when I get my official seal of approval and I say you can throw eggs at my house if you don't like it, you can't find my house. You never know where I'm living, right? See, that's why I do that. Anywho, all right, we're going to start off sleeping with other people. Right after that, we're going to get into The Perfect Guy, the last week's number one movie, and then the 2 big new releases that everyone's waiting for: The Maze Runner Scorch Trials and Black Mass, Johnny Depp's new film. So you ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's do it. Jump in.
Okay, let's jump into sleeping with other people.
Hannah! Hannah!
You're disgusting!
Your issue with me and
My best friend
is driven by culturally infused female competition. Can we please go home? Dry each other off using friction?
Got a girlfriend, Charles?
No.
Play in the field,
My therapist suggested that I attend a program for love addiction.
No, listen.
Sam, I cheated on you.
Was it my brother?
You know I'm not attracted to your brother.
Who is better than my brother?
Of all the gin joints.
Jay.
Yes.
It's been, 12 years?
The guy I lost my virginity to was at my sex addicts meeting.
Were you just in that meeting?
Oh, yeah. Had to get out of there, though. It's making me super horny. Hey, I'm on Facebook. Weird thing to say out loud. You're gonna have to explain this to me. I mean, you're a catch. You got a strong vocabulary. You look dynamite in a tank top.
We just spent the entire evening talking about how we screw up every sexual relationship. We gotta just be friends.
Okay, but then we gotta come up with a system.
We come up with a safe word if we're having sexual tension.
You pick it.
Avocado.
No, it's too sexual. It's too
Avocado is too
Oh,
sexual.
yeah. I mean, you gotta see the way I eat an avocado. You'd be like, do that to me. Will you take drugs with me and go to a kid's birthday party?
I literally thought you'd never ask.
You guys high.
We're actually rolling.
So that's how Henry was conceived.
Okay, who wants to learn to dance?
Who's the choreographer? Jake's friend Lainey, who he really wants to
Get deep up in there.
So she's single? Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
This area is hooking up emotional real estate that could be occupied by a real option.
I'm Chris. This is Paul.
Are you really using your kid to hit on my friend?
Shut up. Ignore him. He's on drugs.
Are you guys sleeping with each other?
No.
Oh, good. Oh, my God, good.
Do you want to talk about it?
Talk about what?
We're not a couple, but we act like one.
When you start sleeping with people, you risk losing. Never slept with someone I wasn't willing to lose.
For the first time, I'm a little bit optimistic. You might not become that creepy guy.
Virginity.
To virginity.
Naomi still has her anal virginity.
That's not true. A lot of guys have been up there, just not you.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Yes,
I really wish I saw this.
There he is.
I love Sudeikis. Alison Brie, I've loved. She's from Community.
I wish I didn't know. I never saw the show, so I had no idea she was.
Yeah. This looks really good, man.
Yeah, it was, man. It was. Wow. Okay, let's get right into it. When I first saw the trailer to this, I was like, oh, great. Another gratuitous raunch fest that just promotes, like mindlessly sleeping with other people. That's just going to keep chipping away at relationships and make it impossible for people to find people and blah, blah, blah. Lainey can't stop sleeping with other people. This guy can't stop sleeping with other people. And I was like, great. So it's just going to be like a big nympho movie and whatever. But wow, I was thoroughly surprised with what it turned out to be. It was one of the most heart-filled romantic comedies I've seen in a long time. It was very real. It was authentic. It was raw. It was like hanging out with your friends. And the rapport between these guys, these two, these characters. It was like watching When Harry Met Sally or something like that. When you're just like rooting for these guys. But they spend the entire movie being friends or whatever and dealing with their relationships. The commercial kind of made her look like she's some kind of tramp just running around sleeping with people or whatever. But she tries. But it's kind of like she has this one dude that she can't get away from, you know what I mean? And no matter what relationship she tries, whatever, she goes back to this one dude because he has her heart. Like, it's one of her first true loves, blah, blah, blah. So it's not because she can't stop sleeping with other people. She can't break away from this one guy because her heart is with this one dude, you know what I mean? And he treats her like crap or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it ruins her existing relationships and whatever. So there's so much more to these characters than what this trailer portrays.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like the trailer. I'm not a big trailer fan. I try not to watch the trailers because I just want to go in, and just see it. But if there's more, I definitely want to see more.
There is. And Sudeikis, too. I'll give a lot of props to Sudeikis. If you've seen all his other movies, he's very good at being that pompous kind of fast-talking jerk or whatever. He's always the womanizer. There he is. Look at him. He was so charming in this movie, which he usually is, but he had a lot of heart as well. Like, he was trying to do the right thing from the start with this relationship. Like, let's just be friends because we ruin everything we ever touch, and I'm not willing to lose you. Like, I really like our relationship. Yeah, exactly. So he was... he showed a lot of heart in this one, and I give him a lot of credit. Like, he's a true romantic leading man. Like, he's really coming into his own with that. So Sudeikis, very, very, very good job. And the supporting characters, I just had to say the supporting characters. It's like they went to the Upright Citizens Brigade and just cherry picked all the best people. They're just like all the people that you see from all the TV shows and like the side characters that you're like, oh, I recognize this person. They're all in this. Yeah. They're all hilarious, and they just look like they're having a great time. So I give it a go. I know that's what you were waiting for.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely go if you could find it. Unfortunately, it's one of those ones in limited release. So like I said, it was only playing in Manhattan near me or whatever. But if you're seeing this, you're in Manhattan. If you could find it, go see it.
If it's as good as it looks, it'll probably open up bigger.
I'm hoping it does.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. And even if it doesn't, check it out when it gets to Netflix or something like that. It is a very enjoyable, funny, heartwarming movie. So
all right, cool.
Yeah, very good.
Let's jump into The Perfect Guy. Let's check out that.
Okay.
I want a husband and children.
I'm just not ready.
I can't wait for you anymore.
I don't want to lose you.
I don't either.
3 reasons why I shouldn't buy you a drink.
I'm sorry I'm late. You look beautiful.
Why are you still standing here? Walk away. Walk away. I looked over and you looked like you needed a little help.
Shine bright like a diamond.
No man in your life?
Not anymore.
Shine bright like a diamond.
It shouldn't be so hard.
You're right.
It's simple.
Shine bright tonight.
Nice to meet you.
Aww. Does he have a brother?
Beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Do you want to come with me to my parents for the 4th?
I have these 2 front row tickets to the Giants game, and I was wondering if you'd go with me.
Shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Would you mind if I take a picture of this car?
Maybe ask my boyfriend when he gets out. It was like a switch went off.
You know I never hurt you, right?
Do I?
Leah, open the door!
You don't know what's in store.
I think I jump into things sometimes.
How about we start over?
I can't believe he's here. He's out there. He's watching me.
That email went out this morning from your account.
My account? Can't you see I've been set up?
You think you got a second shot?
She doesn't want anything to do with you.
Probably remembering the sex right now.
Hey, whoa. Shut up!
I'm gonna wipe that smug look off your face.
So you can't protect me.
I'm doing everything I can within the law.
I want my life back.
Jeez.
What do you think should take?
Where is he? We're pointing behind. Right
Michael,
there.
Michael Ealy.
Ealy, is that how you say it? Ealy,
Yeah.
Ealy or something? I'm not sure,
Michael
whatever. But I
Ealy,
like
yeah.
him, man. I like him.
He was
He's got
pretty good.
charisma.
He's
He's got
pretty good.
charisma. And I could tell in his performance, he really wanted to, I think he could pull it off. He's got that creepy look, like, because he's obviously a beautiful man, and the lady swooned for him. But like, you could tell he's got that creepy look too. Like, he looks like, you know, you don't know what's going on behind those eyes, you know. And he's got charisma, so it's kind of like, hey, I could see him trying to. I can see him like when he's reading the script. He's like, all right, I'm gonna like Jack Nicholson in Shining this stuff. You know what I mean? I'm going to just go for it. And I can see the producers or whatever be like, dude, no, we're not trying to make it that kind of movie, so scale it back a bit, this and that. So I kind of think that he was put on a leash because I think that he could have been a lot better. Yeah, I really do. Because he got creepy, he got a little creepy or whatever, but he didn't. They didn't allow him to push it, or the film didn't push it as far as I thought they could have pushed it, which it could have gotten really crazy or whatever, but I think it was kind of like a sugar-coated version.
You don't think it got crazy? Oh, man. All right, so kudos to Ely. Kudos to Ely in this movie because even when he was being charming and he was being smooth and like, you know, with the lines and stuff like that, like he gave a couple looks like early on, and it was just like, all right, this guy's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Something more to it.
But I think he flipped the switch, and I think it got wild, you know. And then the police can only do so much.
True, the police can only do so much. So that like, because a lot of people are like, oh, how could this guy say things like that? I was like, well, because that's police work right there. I mean, there's millions of cases every day, and if they can't treat everyone like it's. Anyway, that's just getting off the point. Like I said when I wrote the review, I was like. These people are talented. I love Morris Chestnut. I love this. I'm sorry. I'm losing her name.
Sanaa Lathan.
Is that her name? Okay.
Sanaa Lathan.
Look, not only is she gorgeous, but she's a great actress as well. But this was just a cookie cutter version of Fear. You know, it was Obsessed. It was Boy Next Door. It was all of that stuff. We've seen it all before. I think we've seen it done better before. It was so like paint by numbers, and like the script is what got me. Like I really thought the script was so paper thin. The stuff they were saying, I could just see them like going off to the side behind the filmmaker and be like, dude, can you believe that he's making us say this? Like, I know, just do it, man. We're getting a paycheck.
I don't know.
Because there was so many things where I'm like, who says something like that in the situation?
Right. I'll give you the paint by numbers. It is similar to, you know, maybe like Sleeping with the Enemy or Fatal Attraction. It is
named three, you named two more. That's
I'm just saying it is something that you've seen before, but we go to the movies and we see these paint by number movies and we see the same story told again and again.
But the true talent is telling the stories in a different way where you're not really realizing you're seeing the same story.
I liked the movie. I loved Ely in this.
Yeah.
It was Ratina Wesley from True Blood was in it, and she played a different role than she's the black girl. What was her name? She's
her friend.
Yeah, her best friend.
That's another thing. I didn't even know that because those characters were so throwaway. If she's somebody from like True Blood or whatever that has a name or whatever, why just throw her away the way they did? Her friends were like, or only there for a 2-second part to be like, they're sitting at lunch like, oh, he sounds crazy. Yeah, he sounds crazy. You should do something about that. Click, next scene. It's like, that's it? That's all you're going to show the friends? Like, what kind of conversation was that?
I don't know. I disagree. I think I loved Ely. It is paint by numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was.
He is. Look at that look.
I feel like there was some things that were kind of different than you know the movies that we mentioned or whatever. And bottom line, I give it a go. I say go see it. I liked.
You're right. There are things different from this movie opposed to the other movies, which the other movies I thought were good movies. So I'm sorry. Actually, I can't even. That was just for the joke because Boy Next Door. No, I didn't think that was a good movie. Obsessed. I didn't really think that was a good movie. I just had to do the joke.
I didn't see the J-Lo movie, so I don't know. I wasn't interested in that.
Good. You saved yourself some time. What was I going to say? I have to give this one a no-go. I do because I love the people in it. I just thought like the script was so laughable, and the parts that were supposed to make you go, oh man, that's crazy. I was kind of just like, oh.
I mean, there was some stupid stuff. I mean, there was a part where like, the lady next door, like. He went over next door, and then he closed the basement door, and it just like, I don't know, like the cops couldn't put 1, 2 things together.
Yeah, right. She took a spill down the steps, and they're like, wait, the door's closed.
Yeah. There was some holes. There were some holes there. Overall, I liked it. I give it a go. I don't know.
All right. Agree to disagree. Right. Go from Niz, no go from me. You guys decide. That's the beauty of this show. Now we're moving on to the next one, the action-packed second installment of the Maze Runner franchise, Scorch Trials. Check it out.
The world outside's hanging on by a very thin thread. It's only a matter of time before the flare virus wipes the rest of us out. This entire facility is designed to keep you safe.
Where are they taking her? They're hiding something. These people are not who they say they are. Thomas, what did you see? We never escaped. It's wicked. It's all just been part of their plan.
Maybe they only have one question. Whose side are you on? Come on! Thomas! The maze is one thing, but you kids wouldn't last one day out in the Scorch.
There's something inside of us that Wicked wants, so we can't let them find us. You guys don't have to come with me, but I know we can make it.
Come on, follow me! No one's come out of the Scorch in a long time. Let's go! Go!
Go, go!
All those kids that were left behind, I don't want to end up like that.
Hello, Thomas.
You know me?
A lot of our friends died for us to get this far. So we can't give up.
This is about everyone Wicked's ever taken. They'll never stop. So I'm gonna stop them.
Don't you want to know why this all happened? You're so close to the truth.
Right there! Hang on!
Good, right?
Ooh, the Scorch. The Scorch. Nobody survived the Scorch.
I think this was a pretty good second installment. I don't know. I was a little confused in there. You know, it's like, is there 3 factions, 4 factions?
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously from the last one, you know, they didn't kill, you know, the main doctor there.
Right.
So she was in this one, and
it's funny they say factions. It reminds me of the thing in the Insurgent movies or whatever, which is pretty much like the same thing. This whole young adult genre that we're coming into nowadays. But this one has quickly become my favorite, or one of my favorites at least. I'm still a big Hunger Games fan. But wow, I'm like out of breath watching this trailer. You know, watching the last movie. I remember the last time I reviewed this, I started off like, it's just like watching this. You're like, oh my god, these kids. It's like, oh, we're running. Guess what? We're gonna stop for a second to say like, wait, what was that thing? Oh, we gotta run again. Let's go.
Yeah. That was my thing. It was constantly moving, and they would pepper things in here and there.
Yeah.
So you know. Kind of what's going on, you know? They're looking for a cure, you know. They don't quite have it, or they do, but
I love, by the way. You can tell because you can see the creatures in the trailer or whatever. So I'm not giving anything away. But it's kind of like when the people writing this book or the people in the boardroom or whatever are like, all right, Maze Runner, huge success, great, fun movie. How can we make this better?
Zombies.
Right?
I was the same way. I was like, really? I was like,
but it's so.
You know.
I mean, obviously for me, and of course, you know, our mutual friend Jess. Like we do one of these moments. So you're like, it's like one of those things. Like, yep, we got some zombies now. I love it. I absolutely love it. So now they're out of the maze. They're into the real world or whatever, and they're seeing for the first time why they were put in the maze, and like, you know, getting little bits of answers, not all of them, little bits of answers, a couple more questions arise, but a couple things. So they did answer enough for my thirst to be quenched.
Not for me. I think maybe I got to see it again.
I got a healthy dose of answers.
Maybe I missed some stuff.
Okay.
I don't know. They kind of do like the the dream world thing, or like I don't know what to call it, but they have like their little dream,
flashbacks and whatnot,
flashback dream sequence or something. I don't know. But it was it was an okay second installment.
Right.
Like I guess it did. It left me wanting more, because I'm just like, I don't know what y'all are doing now. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to see the third one.
Of course.
Because
and if these tween movies taught us anything, we're probably going to get 2 more installments. It's probably going to be the last book, whatever they call it, whatever it's called, because I'm not a reader. You guys all know this. Whatever the last book is called is probably going to be like blah 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 Maze Runner parts 1 and 2, because they want to get all the money they can out of us. Which I say bring it on, because I love this franchise. I love the post-apocalyptic backdrop. I love the characters. I'm really into the characters. Look at these guys. I love each other. All right, I'm going to sound like racist here, but the Chinese guy, I don't know what to call him. Sorry, guys, all you bleeding hearts out there. I don't know his real name or whatever, but he's one of my favorites. I love him. I love the guy next to him who's in Game of Thrones, whatever his name is. But These guys are great. I like the characters. I'm rooting for them. You know, whenever you lose one, you're like, oh no, you actually feel it. You're like, no, not this guy. And then, so I'm really into this franchise, and that's one of the best compliments I could give is I want to see more. So I give this one a go.
Yeah, I give it a go too.
Yeah.
I think it's an okay second installment. Like I just want the next one. It definitely left me wanting for more. There's some questions.
You're not going to get better than the first one. The first
and
one was
some things to
amazing.
figure out.
It set the stage. It was creative. It was like, what the heck is going on? So this was more of a cat and mouse chase movie.
Yeah.
First one is let's figure this out. Let's use our brains. Blah blah blah. Who are these people? What are we doing? Now we know who these people are. We know what they want them for. Now it's like, all right, we have to outrun them and outsmart them to try and take down this evil corporation type of thing. So it's more of a straight line cat and mouse chase thriller than it is figuring stuff out thing, but still entertaining. Very entertaining.
Yep.
I had a good time watching it.
All right,
so
let's get into the next one.
Next one, Black Mass, Johnny Depp.
What did you marinate the steak in? Because it's out of this world. You're killing me with.
No. It's a family secret. Oh.
Come on, you gotta tell me that. What's the secret? Come on, you could do it. Come on. That is one of the best goddamn steaks I ever had in my life. Ever. What's the family secret recipe?
It's ground garlic and a little bit of soy.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
I thought it was a family secret.
It's your recipe.
No. You said to me, this is a family secret, and you gave it up to me, boom. Just like that. You spilled the secret family recipe today. Maybe you spill a little something about me tomorrow.
I was just saying that.
You were just saying. Just saying gets people sent away. Just saying got me a 9-year stretch in Alcatraz. You understand? So, just saying could get you buried real quick. Look at his face.
Ooh. I'm sorry, but I got goosebumps. Ooh.
It's not coming soon. It's out.
Yeah.
This movie's peppered with all kinds of talent.
Oh my goodness.
Kevin Bacon. You know what? I love to see Adam Scott and Rory in there.
Yeah, right.
Rory Cochrane. Rory Cochrane's got some chops. Adam Scott does a lot of the. He was in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
But he does more of the comedy.
He was
stuff,
actually in the last movie, the first one, Sleeping with Other People. He played a part in that too, like a very straight part, but a part.
He's always a straight.
He's
man.
always he's great. Man. He's great when they sprinkle him in here and there. But Benedict Cumberbatch, Joel Egerton.
Yeah.
They got Peter Sarsgaard. Whatever. Yeah. Like wow, like the talent in this movie.
Yeah.
Is just it's oozing with talent.
Yeah.
But Depp.
What a transformation for him. He's almost unrecognizable.
Oh, absolutely. I love what they did with him, like to make him whitey or whatever, to make him like paler with the lighter hair and the light eyes, whatever. Look at that. Like he looks like the devil incarnate. Like he's definitely the devil in the flesh. Like that's how you feel when you're watching this movie. You feel like you're watching the devil and all his works, and he personifies it beautifully. Like Depp. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Please go on.
I definitely give Johnny Depp some props on this.
Mm-hmm.
He's Johnny Depp. He is what he is. He gets into those roles. This is a story that based on a true story that was told. It kind of reminds me of Tom Hanks' Catch Me If You Can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about some of these agents. And getting in cahoots and just getting too close. Like this was a little worse than Catch Me If You Can because at least Tom Hanks was really he was trying to catch him. He's trying to put him away.
Right.
Maybe gave him a little leeway, but
it's funny how you say that. That you're like, oh, it's like I don't know how I feel about this, but this is what happened. That's what the crazy part about it is that these guys grew up together, but one went into law, one right here did not.
Right.
And it's like so. to have this guy being like a puppet master, like this guy is working the FBI to his advantage to take over his territory and stuff like that. That is insane. He's insanely smart. He's ruthlessly vicious. He's savage. He will not think twice about taking your life, and like, when you least expect it. But the best part about his performance in this one is that when he spoke, you listened.
Yeah.
When every time, like I tensed up every time he talked to someone. I'm actually kind of like saddened because I saw one trailer that was really like awesome. Like the marketing, I give them a lot of credit for this. The marketing is great. The first trailer I saw, it was hard hitting. It was like most notorious gangster, blah blah blah, Johnny Depp, this and that. This, I'm kind of upset that they showed that scene because that was one of the scenes that
was a great scene. That was a powerful
scene. That made my butthole pucker up. I was sitting there. I was like, oh, like he's like looking at this guy having a nice like a casual meal or whatever, and then he just gets into it and he's like stripping your soul away of like any like dignity or kind of courage you have, and he's just like that one look. This guy was like, "That's it, I'm done, whatever." Like I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what happens, obviously, but it was like whoa, like I'm sitting there like, oh my god, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? That's how I felt for half of this movie. It's like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
It's I don't know. Like I said, it's for me, it's tough to swallow. I thought it was a good movie. Not much more to say about it. Like I said, peppered with like great talent.
Yeah, a lot of great performances.
I say go see it. There's some violence in there. It's not too gratuitous. Not too crazy.
Right, with the gore at least. But it definitely makes you. It definitely gets your blood boiling. You're sitting there like like it's some
they have some great
kills.
They have some great scenes of Boston in there. Nothing like the New York skyline.
Yeah.
But one technical thing I want to throw out there is there were some really great Boston accents, and then there was some kind of like, I'm trying to do a Boston accent, but I don't know.
I think some people they get a little lost in trying to do the Boston and trying to do the gangster accent. So some people don't. Some of the times I feel like they don't realize that. Oh wait, we're still doing Boston, but yet I'm also channeling my inner gangster. So and now I just sound like a regular good fella. Let me go back to being Boston because that's where we're from. So I mean, that sometimes could throw you off a little bit, but. I mean, the story, man, just got me. It just got me so into it, where everything else just fell by the wayside. And I'm watching Johnny Depp, like, finally, a movie that looks like he didn't sign on just to entertain, like, his own kids. You know what I mean? Because I think the last few movies he did was always weird, quirky things.
He's a great talent, though, man. And
he is, but I'm glad when he shows it once in a while like this. Like, he shows it once in a while. Sometimes you're like, Johnny, what are you doing, man? But, like, unlike Adam Sandler, he'll come back and show you. Adam Sandler's like, screw it, man, I'm done.
I give it a go, though.
Go. Definitely go. Yeah. Yeah, no. So yeah, we're running out of time, so we got to wrap this up. But,
hey, we're on Facebook. Go.
Yeah, GoNoGo Show.
No
Facebook.
Go. Check us out.
Yeah, there we go. It's right there. We have our Instagram page at GoNoGo Movie Reviews, our Twitter page at GoNoGo Show, our YouTube page. Just put GoNoGo Show into the search bar. You can find all our videos.
Locally in White Plains, Verizon 45, Cablevision 76. You can catch us Thursday night at 7 o'clock, Friday night at 10 p.m., and then Saturday you can catch a replay at 2 p.m. in the White Plains area.
Nice. Well done. All right, guys. We have a whole lot of more movies to review for you next week. So thanks for coming by.
See you soon.